Well, hello, Holland Church. Hey, I'm coming to you from, my backyard again. It's been so beautiful the last few days. It's been nice to being able to do these videos from my backyard, but I wanted to reach out to you today and just kind of update you on where we stand in terms of answering the question, are we going to gather this week, or are we going to gather at all? When are we going to gather? I know that some of you were not able to get on our live stream last night. At 6:30 as we walked through Psalm 8 together. I was able to give kind of a full smattering of details on that live stream, and so I'm not going to give all the details now, because whenever you go to watch that Psalm 8 Bible study, you'll be able to see all the full details, but I want to give you just some of the short answers right now so that everyone is aware of what's going on. And so let me begin by just answering what is kind of, I think, the big question, and that's, are we going to gather this Sunday? And the answer to that is no. We're not going to be able to gather this Sunday. We are not totally sure when exactly we're going to be able to gather. Hopefully soon. We are right now considering every option possible in order for us to gather. We are considering everything is kind of on the table, and we are working through what that's going to look like. We weren't sure what the restrictions were going to be whenever the door was open for us to gather. And now that we've heard them on Monday, that was the first day that we were able to begin to consider what it might look like. And so there are many obstacles that stand in our way of us being able to gather in a safe manner. And so we're trying to work through all of those things and figure out exactly what it's going to take and how we're going to be able to do that as quickly as possible. And so one of those obstacles is one that I want to share with you because we're going to need your help. And that is that whenever we gather, there are a lot of expectations that have been placed upon us, things that we need to accomplish in terms of people wearing masks and staying 6 feet apart. And we have a limited amount of people that are allowed to be in our building at once. And so what's going to need to happen is we're going to need a team of people that is going to help us ensure that we follow all of those guidelines. So we're going to need people to help usher others to their seats and seat them in the proper order. We're going to need to make sure that people are staying 6 foot apart whenever there's a backup, or whenever there are lines, or whenever we're even out in our parking lots. We're going to need to make sure that everyone has their masks on. We're going to need to make sure that there's no backup at the bathroom lines, and that those people are staying 6 feet away from one another. And then we need to make sure that there's a lot of cleaning happening, deep cleaning of all of our facilities, both before and after any service that we might have. And so one of the obstacles is building that team. We need to be able to have that team ready to go so that when we do gather, when we bring people back onto our property, we can do it in a safe way. And so what we're asking is if you would be willing to consider being a part of that team. If you would be willing to consider being a part of that team, we're going to ask that you would just reach out to one of the elders so that we can begin to build that team. The quicker that we build it, the quicker we'll have the opportunity to kind of overcome that obstacle. And so we also need to get with you in terms of just doing some training and speaking with you in terms of the expectations. And so one of the obstacles we have is building that team. And we're working on the backside on all of those others. Like you saw last night, we're already working to see what we have in terms of recording and live stream capabilities within our sanctuary. So we are doing our best to solve every problem that exists, to climb every obstacle, but this is one that we definitely need your help with. And so if you would be willing to join us on that kind of expanded hospitality team, we need your help. And so would you just reach out to one of us so that we can get you on to being a part of that team? And again, we're not going to be able to meet this Sunday. Hopefully we will have more information for you on Sunday as to what the future might look like. If not on Sunday, we'll get that information out to you as soon as we possibly can. We are working on every option that we have, and we really are eager to gather again as soon as we possibly can, but we need to make sure that we can do so in a safe manner and in a way that lives in submission to the restrictions that have been put in place by the government that is over us, that God has set in place. And so we want to honor and glorify God in the way that we approach our gathering once again. And so if you'd be willing to be a part of that hospitality team, reach out to us, please. We will be coming to you via YouTube at 10 a.m. as we have for the past 9 weeks. This Sunday, like our kind of new normal has become. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out, and more full details are available. You'll see whenever you go to watch the live stream, you'll be able to see those details. So thank you for your patience. Pray with us for wisdom as to what to do, clarity as to how to meet all these expectations, and then would you pray for us for help? that we can build that team of people that will be willing to help us meet all the expectations. Thank you so much for reaching out, some of you who already have, and thank you so much for praying with us as we try to see how we can meet. We will hopefully see you soon.